Well, there are some concerns tonight that a new plan proposing some major changes in the Baltimore City Fire Department really could impact your safety. ABC 2 News' Christian Schaefer was live with that story tonight. So, Chris, when the news went out this evening, late this evening, we're talking about several fire companies closing for good?
Chief says closing those companies permanently is a better solution than what's been going on for the past 3 years, which are rotating closures. In other words, different companies being taken out of service on any given night. Still, the head of the city's firefighters union says this is another step in the wrong direction.
The message from the Baltimore City Fire Chief:
no fire stations are closing. No firefighters are being laid off. All we're doing is redeploying what we've got.
It's a new strategy to deal with a tight budget. For the past 3 years, different fire companies have been shut down each night. The chief's plan has identified 3 that as of July 1st will be closed or disbanded for good.
We'll be stabilized. It's a much more efficient system to have permanent locations for all of these companies.
Truck 10, which operates out of the fire station on Lafayette Avenue in West Baltimore, would be disbanded, along with Truck 15 on North Montford Avenue in East Baltimore, and Squad 11, which operates out of the fire station on Eastern Avenue near Johns Hopkins Bayview. The stations themselves will not close, and other equipment such as ambulance units will be moved in. The firefighters, about 72 of them, will be moved to other stations. The head of the city's firefighters union says,
"We have to protect the people, and we're having a tough time doing that. My opinion is we're at rock bottom, and these are going to hurt us even more."
He's not a fan of rotating closures, but he says the 3 permanent closures are worse.
It's simply a Russian roulette, and I'd rather gamble that once in a while I have my resources than never having my resources.
The fire chief says the 3 companies were chosen because the areas they cover now are most easily covered by nearby units. He says the permanent closures, along with an upgrade to the department's dispatching system, could actually improve response times citywide.
If it's going to be long term, we've got to figure out how to right size the department so the city can afford the fire department, and that's what we're doing.
Now, last year in Baltimore City, there were 17 fire-related deaths. That's the lowest total of any year since they started keeping track back in the 1930s. So far this year, there has been only 1 fire-related death. The head of the City Firefighters Union, who you heard from there, along with his counterpart from the City Fire Officers Union, plan to meet with Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake here next week to try and address those concerns and try, if they can, to make some changes to this plan. We'll let you know how that goes. Live in downtown Baltimore, Christian Schaefer, ABC 2 News.